Hello, everybody. I was 1 minute late. I bet you everybody thought I was going to bow down to the liking himself, Ernie Shell. That'll be a cold day in hell before I bow down and listen to that little prick. I don't really got much to say. I just did what I said I was going to do. I'm going live. I'm not going on Ernie's show. I never told Ernie Shell. Hang on just a second. Go on. Go on. Stand there and look goofy. Go on. You want to go pee? Okay, I'm back. Oh, little Ern, the one and only. He's got him a best buddy over our Gumby. Met his match. Oh, Gumby ain't giving him time to talk. Reminds me of Ernie. Hello, Incognito. I'm working on some stuff. And you know, I talk slow. People can talk all they want to about how slow I talk. I've got ears. I watch and listen. But you know what? I don't give a fuck what people says. I can care less. He's still on there. Old Gumby. I'm not going on his show. Ernie wants me to go over there so he can just make fun of me and all that bullshit. But you know what? I don't care. Hang on. I've been working on some stuff, getting some stuff together. Yeah, she comments on all of his posts. She's on their Facebook pages and everything. I really don't got much to talk about, but I do what I say and mean what I say. I'm not going to yeah, somebody. See, I've got all these new people swarming their shit looking. I just got a video of somebody where they paid the woman to say shit about me, which she did. But you know what? They claimed that I was going to be arrested. I'm not going to be arrested. They want me to have this criminal record like they want. I just got out of the shower. Sorry. I'm primping. I'm pulling an Ernie. I'm taking selfies. I'm inside of a Capitol taking selfies. I've got stuff I've been working on and getting information and want to put stuff together, but I really don't have nothing tonight. But I've just got, I appreciate everybody that's messaged and going to email and this and that. But Ernie, he needs to just give it up. He's never going to beat me. He's never going to beat me. I'm going to take my hair down. I'm going to primp. Look, I'm going to give him something to talk about. I'm going to brush my hair. The old man in the mountain. Primping, getting in style, getting ready to do something. What did I do with my hair bow? The hell, or I done lost my hair bow, people. I don't know where my damn hair bow went. But anyhow, all Ernie's going to do is run his mouth. I heard him call me out and all kinds of shit. You know what? Ernie is used to people just running whenever he says. Tina and Xander are used to people running whenever they say. They ain't used to somebody that won't listen to them. Some, um, that's all it is. Ernie likes having that control. But what Ernie don't know, he don't control me. And he never will. He's been at it all day today. If you sit back and watch from day to day, until today, go back yesterday and the day before and look at how many times he's went live. I was watching Griff a while ago, and it popped into mind. He probably has been live, I don't know how many times today. And you know why? I've got him all to hell. I've got him tore all to pieces. He'll come strolling over through here in a bit. Yeah, he likes views. He's all about the views and all kinds of bullshit. I took somebody. I was watching one of the lives there earlier, and this is way some of his trolls, or not trolls, but his little minions do. I'm sitting there watching, and I've got 2 videos I'm gonna post too. I'm sitting here watching on one of his lives. Who's Jamie? It's a page on live. It's called Live 411. Okay, I'm sitting there watching his chats, being a troll. I'm like one of his drug whores, Marsha Keys. I'm his biggest fan. I'm one of the biggest trolling fans he's got. But she's actually a drug hoe. But anyways, I'm sitting there looking, and it says I'm going to look this guy up and expose Jamie maybe tonight. One of his followers called Live 411. Hey, I don't know who that is, but whenever I went over and went and searched out the name, I found out that it's somebody that is exploiting summer wells for money. But how he's getting by with it is um, not putting her whole name in it. It's like prayers for summer or some of that crap. But yeah, I was sitting there looking, and this dude's going to come, and he subscribed to my channel, and he's been strolling through my channel. The only thing he's got is what's he going to expose me for? He's going to help me expose Ernie? That's the only thing on my channel. He said he is going to expose me. What the hell's he going to expose, Ernie? And I was watching one of the lives. I don't know. I heard it, but I didn't think nothing about it. I was watching one of his lives where he was sitting in that hotel. Just so happened, now this fell into his lap so easy. But I noticed he got up and walked off whenever the people would come back. It was a little boy and his papa and I guess his mom or whatnot. Well, this guy, Ernie, whenever everything's done, he acts like he saved this kid. And I kept just fell into his lie. That's the one of the biggest lies. He did not know them people from Adam. I'm fixing to download the videos of where Ernie acted like he. Now this fell into his lap so easy. And he took advantage of this. And him sitting there in the hotel room, he acted like he saved that boy. And he ain't never saved a kid. That's just some more of his lies. He lies more than, I don't know. I'm going to post the videos. He lied once again. That's all he does. There'll be two parts of it because it stopped and I watched both of them. He lies more than anybody I've ever seen in my life, dude. To take that moment and exploit, he didn't really show a picture of him, but whenever he opens his mouth, he's a lion. Whenever he's a breathing, he's a lion. But he's been calling me out and this and that. He's been at it all day. He's going to have a fit whenever I don't go over. And I told him I wasn't going over there. And I'm not. I don't go bow down to Ernie. He's going to blow a top. Like I said, I really don't got much to talk about, but I'm just going to lie because I said I would. I'm not going over there and listening to his shit. I have no use to somebody to put down innocent people and talk about disabled people and all kinds of crap. Matthew Kemper, I'm fixing to give you a screenshot here in a minute. Yeah, I noticed that. He did that. Give me just a second, folks. I'm dealing with some dumb people right here. I know. I paid attention. Yeah, I know. Whenever he went to, he went live way before the time, and then I guess Gumby got on there, and Gumby's been talking his head off. He found another Ernie shell because Gumby ain't giving him time to talk. Ernie was showing Gumby his shirt. Gumby passed the shirt on and just kept talking. He never. I know, Matt. I know. I ain't gonna give him crap. I don't have to give him no explanation. But you notice that everybody could. There's people comes out of the woodwork. Yeah, he's controlling. He's being controlled tonight. Ernie's trying to set him up a little bit, see if he knows about anything at all about Summer Wells, because just like they did the guy at the park, Tracy, just think about it. You know what I'm talking about. I know I'm sitting here like dead air, but I'm doing it because I can. I don't. Oh, Ernie Skirney can just get over himself. He's going to have a meltdown. Gumby's going to have to give him mouth to. Chris is going to have to give him mouth to mouth resuscitation and bring him back here in a while because I don't bow down to him. Ernie's not used to that. Can you imagine them two clowns in the same bed? Yeah. Chris looks much taller than Ernie. I wonder which one of them's the receiver and which one of them's the giver. I'm just curious. Ernie, maybe you can come and chat there and tell us. Hell, you can get Bert, aka Xander, Miss Piggy, Tina, aka Tina the Tooth, and you and Chris all in one pod, and then you can go to town with Sesame Street. If you know what I mean. Ugh. Get over in that big old hot tub. All them minerals that they pour in that motherfucker. All the conspiracy theory minerals. Just make sure you do something about them herpes. And if Tina's crabs come off, yin's all fucked. If anybody starts any shit in here, get them out. Oh, Ernie probably got the herpes running wild. Looked like the blue waffle syndrome. Yeah, I wonder why Chris did disappear. It makes a sense. He's probably done up there at Tina and Xander's. Hey, Jimbo, how are you, buddy? The stand. How you doing? Just killing Ernie out. I hope he has a meltdown. I'm trying to get my. He's. He's over there. He told Gumby to come back on his to show his face again. He looked at him and said, "You had a bad pass." Stalker trying to pick. He's trying to pick him apart a little bit. Get information to exploit it out. That's why he was asking about Mexico. He was asking about Dawn and Candace and Summers and Summer and all kinds of crap. That's what he's doing right now. He just had told him that he had a bad past, like he had been. He reminded him of somebody that had been beat that he knew, but he told him, "No, my daddy was a good man." He can't get his name off Summer. He'll try to pin it on him next. That's just the way Ernie is. What you doing, the stand? What you been doing? I'm trying to download. I'm downloading my other video of old Ernie trying saying he saved that kid. Are you going live after a while? This son of a bitch. Okay. Well, I probably won't be up at that time. I got to work tomorrow. Which video, White Rabbit? You talking to me? While I'm sitting here kept making Ernie sweat and I hope he has a meltdown. I'm gonna put some pages out. You guys to go like. I like helping people out, you know. He's a traveling, but what was he's a traveling, but he's trying to take credit from other people. He's taking other people's work to be his. Like I can't I have to look, but it ain't. He's a liar. Ernie is not. Oh yeah, but Murray, he ain't passing no laws. He took some woman's laws and made them his, saying that he had something to do with it, and he didn't have a thing to do with it. Can anybody remember her name? I'll go look, but I can't remember her name. Lauren Arthur is one of them. Lauren Arthur, and then the actual woman was Tiffany Marlar or something like that. I'd have to go look, but I should have wrote it down. But he took her work and their work and just made it his, basically. Him and that dumbass Chris. And then on, like I said, the videos that Bird and Miss Piggy tore apart for him and helped him with, manipulate the videos just like he did Summer Wells' video. Well, one was 6 months ago, June, I think, and then another one 6 months later, they took and tore it apart. That's what they're about. I know I keep saying that, but people needs to know. He's a piece of shit. Soca, SOC. Let's go over here and look up Lauren Author. I'll tell you exactly. This is supposed to happen in fucking Missouri. It didn't happen. It did happen in Missouri, but he didn't do nothing about it. If you ever noticed, yeah, he's constantly on there begging. He's taking selfies, primping, and all kinds of shit. Senator Lauren Arthur. Now, this fool just the other day was saying that he did it. It was him, but it wasn't him. It was Lauren Arthur. You can search it out for yourself. The reason this, I was fed, let me see. The bill gained traction after release of Netflix's Procession, which highlights survivors of child sexual abuse by members of a Catholic Archdiocese of Kansas City, St. Joseph in 2018. This started way back yonder. Ernie didn't start it. Dumbass Chris didn't start it. He's too worried about marrying his laptop. You ought to do your people needs to do their homework in that too. Search Chris out. He's no good. And he follows right along with Ernie because just like Ernie does, if you ain't for him, you're a pedophile or a predator or whatever. He did the same thing to somebody and they throwed him out of the office, out of their office. Lauren Author, Missouri Predator. That's what you look up. I'm trying to find that girl's name. I know it's Marla, the last name, but this son of a bitch. It's all I posted it on my page too. Who Ernie? You ought to see him running down the road because Tiffany. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it's Tiffany Marler. No more tears. The Soka Bill page. Tiffany Marler, survivor of human trafficking. Let's see what it says. You can look. Anybody can look this stuff up if they know what to look up. But Tiffany Marler, SOCA. No more tears. That's what you can look up. I'll tell you what the history is with me. Back a long time ago, it's been going on for how long now, Jimbo? Do you know? But anyways, my history with Ernie is I went in and infiltrated them. I was with them probably for 6 months. What started that was I started watching them, people like Tracy in the chats, and there's others that they have come against. Went by their house and everything else. Well, Ernie and them had made a comment, nobody can infiltrate them. Well, I get it in my head. I said, well, they said nobody can do it. So I done it. I was actually right there with them. I went in. I've seen them, and it's on my page too. Ernie talks about um, receipts. I have one where a woman was on their sound table, drugged plumb out of her mind. Okay, and Ernie uh, has uh, whenever they actually made a video of me while trying to pull up on a uh, pull up on a bar that they had, but they don't got it right. Well, there's a girl there wanting to do the same thing. Well, next thing I know, Ernie is handing her a drink, a milkshake. Next thing I know, she's out of it. They put something in that milkshake. They've also been known to give kids gummies and stuff that were no, they don't need it. And I've seen them sell drugs. And I know I keep saying it, but it's just the truth. I was I set up the last three busts. They would try to get me to find people to pay to make their movie and make their child busting look really good, But I couldn't do that. I couldn't do it. And Missouri Mama, exactly. That's what I was talking about this morning about him saying he got beat, and which was a lie. And just so happened we was at a birthday party too, and there's me, Tina, the kids. We was outside, and Tina was outside. Me, Xander, and all of us was outside. Well, the rest of them's on the inside with the kids. Nick's wife and Nick was in there. Nick was outside with us, and his wife was in there. Well, Ernie decides to go inside, and somehow know they were standing at the table, and Ernie touched Nick's wife, started at the shoulder all the way down. And one of the kids stood up and said, Ernie, set the F down. You do us like this all the time. Talking about he touched them. Okay. Well, Nick didn't find out about it till later, because if Nick had found out about it, he would have cleaned Ernie's clock right there. Well, I guess she finally did tell Nick, but it was after they left. Well, we started chat up, me, Tina, Xander, and I've got this all on my page somewhere. I've got over 200 and something videos of where they've come against law enforcement and where they make fun of people for baptizing. I've got all kinds of stuff. But anyways, we start to tell them um, and they become belligerent. Tina got plumb mad. Well, it goes on, and we're in chats and cruising right along, and we bring it up again, and they bring it up again in October. And you'd think that you walked up and smacked her. They never did anything about it. They got pissed at us and everything else. And that's whenever it did go to proper authorities, and they brag about being friends with the DCS worker. I turned it all in. And other people has turned it in. One of the kids had begged for this girl to turn it in. Because she was self-hurting. And the one that got on there this morning, she threatened to throw him under the bus and everything else because she was wanting help. And they got mad and got scared. She got mad and the kids got scared to talk in front of their parents. And that's whenever it all started. I'm a trafficker from the truck stop, and which the lady was on with me this morning and debunked that. They're just a bunch of liars. If you ain't for them, you're a pedophile or a protector, like I said earlier. Yeah. And you're to Google Chris's name. And then last night I'm getting this. I get to thinking, and I'm watching Ernie's show yesterday, and he's calling me out. Well, I come and set this page up, and I look. I'm getting texts. Ernie did the same thing for 8:15. Well, he thinks he's ahead of me, but he ain't because I didn't know that he was going to do it. Well, today he does the same thing. He tries to, but basically demand me to get on his channels. Well, I sent him the link to get up. He did come up, but he tried to take over. He tries to take over on everything. And I wouldn't give him a chance to talk. I was trying to ask if he'd shut up a minute. I would have asked him some questions. Even asked him to ask me questions. But hell, he was trying to take over. He does it all the time. He don't control me. He never will. He'll never get rid of me. I'm telling them this: if they get rid of me, the only way they're going to do it is shut their pages down. That's it. The guy at the park, I was no part of that. Now, I will say this. If you noticed that all the people just about has a mental, I'm not talking bad about mental people, but they all have problems. They all have problems. And their movie, or their shit show that just come out didn't do too good because they screwed over some people. I ain't gonna mention no names. And then here everybody started questioning them. When's your movie coming out? What about that movie you said you're going to have out? Coming out in the fall, coming out here, coming out there, coming out here, shove it up their ass, this and that. Well, anyways, they rush to make that show, and there's nothing in it. Not one time. All they show is some busts, some setups, and that's about it. They really didn't do nothing to help a kid or save a kid. And if you go to Tales of the Lycan, Ernie ain't ever saved a kid in his life. He claims he did, but he didn't. That's done been proved. And he's talking about receipts. He said this morning said that he didn't do nothing like that. He's blaming. He said people just he didn't do it. I said, Ernie, I've got the receipts. He wouldn't shut up 2 minutes. I read it finally. Predator Hunter Nation is Ernie, Tina, and Xander. And I went down through her and I showed him the one that this is Ernie Shell. They harassed that poor girl. She is on this morning. He's a narcissist. He's a liar. There's no sin. And they've come against several people, exploited their families, pictures, everything. And people's just sick of it. And like I said, he made a thing and said that I had agreed to it, which was a lie. I didn't agree to shit. I don't agree with anything Ernie Shell says or does. So why in the fuck am I going to agree to go on his show? I'm not. He's a fucking jerk. He's an idiot. He treats women like shit. He sexually harasses them. If they don't give him money, if it's all about the money, he'll drive their name through fucking mud. Somebody just told him, called I touch myself. No, Ernie, it's you. No, why no one wants to come up? I'm not going up. Ernie's. I'd say fuck Ernie. I'm not going on his page. He's always saying, let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. He won't shut up. I'm not letting him back up here either because he don't control me. He's living back in his car again. He'll put that cash app up after a while. Their eyes and their ears has deceived them. That's his followers is who he's talking about. They can make fun. Live 411, fuck you. Let's face the music. Come over here. Somebody go back over and tell Live 411 if he wants to come up and run his suck. I'll bring his fucking deadbeat ass up. He's over there. Come on, Jamie. Face the music. He was supposed to come over here and expose me. Somebody go over there. Hang on, I'll tell you. Come on. Over and tell this clown to come over. Fuck him. He's one of Ernie's followers. Fuck Ernie, dude. Fuck Live 411. Fuck you, Ernie. I don't. Come on, Jamie. Sit over and holler like a dumbass. Why don't you come over here, you fucking prick? Who's funding his studies? He's a begging people for money for his cash app. That's exactly. He gets over there. He's back in his car to now. He's back in his car now, so people will start seeing. Uh, oh, Tina the Tooth. Look at that. Tina the Tooth. Jamie's a running his lies. He skipping CD lying mouth. Oh, somebody just stopped him to see what he was a doing. Tina Sammerly, you stupid bitch. Jamie is running his skipping CD lying mouth on live loop in his own page, but Donna's live is auction. Awesome. Well, bitch, you don't worry about my channel, you dumb motherfucker. I do got a potty mouth. I cuss. I'm sorry. I shouldn't. Somebody, they're sending people. Robin SDE 1990. Go tell Ernie I said hi. Tell that son of a bitch he don't control me just to put his cash app and shut the fuck up. How about that? I don't give a fuck if I got 5 people. I told you I wasn't coming, and I'm not, Ernie. He said I got 10 people. Well, I don't give a fuck. See, it's all about the views and bullshit with him. I'm not, you didn't give me shit, you son of a bitch. I told you to come over here. I'm not coming over there. Tell him I said fuck him. I know he's sending trolls over here. He's he's parking beside the road. He's sleeping in his car. You can talk about my mom if you want to, motherfucker. She was on drugs. Tell a lot of things, you son of a bitch. I'll tell you what I'd do. If I had a gun, I'd blow my mama's fucking head off at the time. I ain't gonna lie. You can bring my mom up if you want to. The bitch was on drugs. I love my mama, but she's nothing but goddamn trouble. She was a narcissist just like you. If you wasn't for her, she's against you. I've said it 1,000 times, you dumb son of a bitch. If I'd had a gun, I'd knocked her goddamn teeth out. I'd have shot her one time for on drugs trying to run over me. Show, expose me, motherfucker. He's over there. Dude, I'm watching you, Ernie. Expose me. There's a difference between me and you, motherfucker. I don't care. I don't care. He likes bringing my mom up. I don't give a fuck. She was on drugs and overdosed. That's what happened. You dumb cocksucking son, little sawed off son of a bitch. My mom was nothing but trouble. That's why I keep saying you, Tina, or say that's why you don't catch Ernie. You can send Tina. That's what you don't get. I'm talking to you too, Tina. You come at me with the fucking bullshit, I'll knock your teeth out. I don't fucking play. I'm not going to play. I will protect myself. Man, woman, whatever. People can take that the wrong way or however. But if you show me, that's what I said about that. Michael Whitmer, they threatened me with. I don't give a fuck if you, whatever. You talk to me with respect, I'm going to talk to you with respect. But if you try to talk to me like shit, I'm going to talk to you like shit no matter fucking what. That's what I thought. He's probably over there going to suck Ernie off. Ernie's probably going to suck him off. Right now, somebody put it in their thing. If you want to make a donation, it never fails. He don't have to say it. Some of his go ahead, Ernie. Talk about my mom some more, you son of a bitch. I'll tell you what I did to my mom. I'll tell you what I did to my mom whenever she tried to run over me. On her fucking drugs. My my mom was on drugs and she overdosed. You can play my ex-girlfriend if you want to. There's a difference between me, Ernie. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's the only thing you got is what bullshit. And people can unsubscribe from me for what I said about my mom. I hope not, but she was on drugs. Let me tell you, at 14 years old, 14 years old, I went to a foster home. You want to know why? My mom chose men over us kids. My mom was on drugs. My mom was on drugs. I don't owe nobody no explanation. I don't owe nobody no explanation. My mom, I'm just saying, it ain't nothing I'm ashamed of. My mom was on drugs. He's blaming, are you the reason? He said, why are you the reason your mom ain't here? No, motherfucker, mom got on drugs. She fucking overdosed. Something you should have done. He don't control shit because I've done talked about this because I know what that son of a bitch is about. Tina the tooth, you fucking whore, you too. I'll knock your fucking teeth out too. You come at me with the bullshit. You ain't never met a motherfucker quite like me. Get that in your head. Get that in your head. You ain't never met nobody like me, Ernie. I'm not quitting. I will not stop. I said it whenever I started this. So you can send your bitch trolls over here. Put your video up, bitch. I just find it funny. Make fun of me. He's making fun of me now. He's talking about Benny now. I find it funny. I'm not coming over there. I don't bow to Ernie. I don't need your money, bitch. I got money. See how he's trying to brag. I don't worry about where I get my money at. I'm watching the shit show. Worry about the 300,000 in the pictures. He put the cash app up, guys. I knowed it was coming. He can't fail. But I just find it funny. He's on Summer Wells. He asked me where she was at. Where is she, Ernie? There's you one. Ernie, fuck Ernie, Tina, and Xander, the pieces of shit. There you go. Yes, he does drugs. He posted direction. He exploited Tracy Smith's address and everything else. You and your whores just don't worry about why I'm not coming over there. That's all he does is ramble. He talks in circles. That's probably why he is pulled over. Are you bisexual? Ernie is bisexual. He likes men and women. That's why he screws Xander. That's why Him and his brother. It's been said that him and his brother. That's why him and his own brother was supposed to be in cahoots. They're watching me. I don't care. Fuck them. He's used to people running to him. I'm not running to Ernie. And he's supposed to be the one to help kids, you see. You see the way he's acting? What is it, incognito? Who's ignoring you, incognito? Just keep them away from Ernie Shell. That's what. Look for, keep them away from people like Ernie. That's one start. You got to check their phones. They're just like on Snapchat and um, Grinder and places like that. That's all he's done, Joanna. He's called me out several times. And yeah, whenever you go at the park, you got to watch them. You got to watch your kids anyways, but you got to watch them on their apps. I've set up some, who's he mocking? He'll be okay. Fuck Ernie. He does it whenever he ain't in my, like I told him this morning, I want his neck in my hands. I'll rip his goozle out if he ever comes at me with that shit. And they'll send people to um, harass you. They went to my page and went through everybody's the list and exploited some of their families, just like they did Brittany and Tracy. They put people up at Tracy, had no idea why they even put them up, trying to start crap. Are you still in there, Tracy? He's unblocked from my page. Tracy, they exploited some of your family members, didn't they? Yeah, if they a Predator Hunter Nation, Ernie and Tina and Xander, they'll get pictures off your Facebook or whatever, and then they'll go to Google and say shit. Where you at, Jimbo? What are you talking about? John, what are you talking about? Oh, they don't talk about me. I don't care. They're just trying to cause trouble. Yeah, he's trying to gaslight trouble. It is amazing. But he ain't his luck's running out. Their luck's running out. It's fixing to come upon their head. It's already starting. His views are going way down here. I don't care if he goes plumb to zero. And let me tell you something. Uh, he ain't he ain't about nothing. You don't know why? They wouldn't let him act like that. That's self-explanatory. I'm gonna have to. Um, God damn it! Against pedophiles. Was you over, or if that's you, text my phone. Yeah, I don't know. He just gaslights people. Like that Live 411 just out of the blue said he's going to come over here and expose me. What's he going to do? Uh, to help expose Ernie? Because all my page is about exposing Ernie. That's why I really don't got nothing to talk about tonight is because, and sometimes dead space is because I'm not going over there. It ain't Ernie, it's Live 411. Somebody from his page. He can say whatever he wants to. He said I only had 10. I don't care if I got one. I didn't care if I, which I appreciate everybody watching. That's not what I'm saying. But if I had zero, I was coming over here to go live because he don't control me. And that's what his problem is. He's trying to dig. They're trying to dig their way out of that hole that I've got them buried in. And everybody else has them back into a corner. And they don't like that. Oh boy. They don't like that whatsoever. Oh boy, they don't like that. They don't like whenever you ask questions. Oh no. He asked me where Summer Wells was. See there. Oh, I know. That's all he's trying to do. But I know that's why I talk. Anybody that's watched my videos knows that I've talked about my mom before. But that's what he's doing. He ain't gonna get me going. He ain't gonna get me going. Ernie wouldn't stand a chance. He showed a picture of me going like that a while ago, making fun of me. But I noticed he does it because he's behind the keyboard. Whenever I walked in, let me tell you a little story. Then, whenever I walked in there, see Ernie, whenever Ernie first saw me or seen Facebook pictures and this and that, well, whenever I first went over there, Ernie looked like a fucking shrimp standing beside me. Whenever I got out of the vehicle, his eyes looked like out on stems, like his. And I am. They make fun of it, I don't care, but that's what they're doing. I am 6'4", 365 pounds. My mama was 6'5", Cherokee Indian, and weighed over 4. So they ain't gonna get to me. I mean, I find it funny that I know if you're gonna make a YouTube channel and do what I do, there's people gonna come against you and do what I does what I'm doing. They're gonna come against you, and I know that. I know I get on here and carry on with a bunch of crap and get mad, but it's just the truth. Somebody's sending me pictures of, yeah, Ernie been arrested, and that's back whenever he did Diamond Dallas Page wrong. And they've been like this the whole time that they've been in. You guys check out The Stand on YouTube. Let's subscribe to The Stand, subscribe to the Lycan on the Tales of the Lycan on Facebook and stuff. And Dawn, if you don't care real quick, put up all the links to it. And I thank you, Dawn. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody watching. I know I don't got much. That's the way Ernie does. He gets over there and talks about these women. He treats women like trash. I'm gonna go over and watch The Stand, see what's up about The Stand, and if you don't care, everybody subscribe to their page, and I'll be working on some stuff, and I'll be back on here soon. I'm gonna wait a few minutes and let her put up the links and stuff. And oh, is it at 11:40? Oh, okay. Dawn, it's at 11:40 tonight. They just set it to where like I did. Show these people, like I said, these people are pathetic, dude. They're going to have to be exposed. And like I said this morning, people, if you come with with we want facts, and we don't want it with conspiracy theories. Well, if you send something, please send it with like the truth. We want the truth. My page, the stand, tales of the liking. Don't send it truth and conspiracy theories. Don't do that, because over here will look good, and then the people will start tearing. They'll be able to start tearing the the conspiracy theories apart. Tina, Xander, and Ernie are conspiracy theorists, and they'll be the ones that tears it apart. You see, that's why we can't stress enough to have the truth that comes out. I know there's people wants to send stuff. That's fine. Send it on, but make sure it's the truth. And everybody, I appreciate you guys. There's one thing that you won't see on my page, and that's a cash app. He was over there a while ago trying to say, how much money do you want? How much this and that? Trying to get me to come over. I don't need their money. I don't need money. I don't need money, Ernie. I don't live in my car. I've got land. I don't need your money. I don't need nobody. I don't want to take somebody else's money because times is hard right now, Ernie. What you need to do, Ernie, is get a real job, work 40 to 80 hours every 2 weeks, work 80 hours every 2 weeks, and get your own money besides the deadbeating and stealing people's money, stealing what people has. I work, Ernie. They took a picture off my Facebook. I said it this morning. And I told them it was none of their effing business. And it ain't none of their business. They said, where's he getting all that money? It's none of their business. Yeah, he uses, and he talks about women like they're. That's right. That's right. I heard. That's funny. And anybody got any wants to send anything, just go ahead and send it. Just make sure it's true, the truth. That way we can't won't have to worry about them tearing it apart. He talks about women like a dog. Ernie, let me tell you, Ernie Shell, if you had Ernie and I got I'm gonna say a kid right next to Ernie, and there's a burger right there for $1, and somebody offered $1, Ernie would take it before he'd give it to that kid. He would. That's how dirty him, Tina, and Xander are. And that's sad. That is sad. Really sad. To take. And he would. He'd take that dollar and get that burger before that kid would. Or if that kid, if there's there, even an older person, if him and an older person was going to the store, that older person didn't have nothing but a dollar or whatever, Ernie would want it, would take it. Yeah, they're supposed to be investigators. That's what I asked them about whenever they uh, said that our work was a snitch and stuff. And they listed all that, listed all the names of the actual people that they're supposed to be working with. I said, yins are the investigators. Yins tell me. All right, Stan, Jimbo. Good night, buddy. I'll probably be in bed, but be safe. Holler if you need me for anything. That's just the way these people are. They don't care to take and take and take. As long as you're giving, you're the best thing in the world. If you can't stop giving, you're the worst thing breathing. So that's all I've got. I really ain't had nothing. You guys have a good night. Thank you, Dawn. Thank everybody that was watching. But I just wanted to come on just because I said I wasn't going over and I did what I said. I don't answer to Ernie. So I'm gonna get some stuff together and everything. So you guys have a good night.